guys, welcome to today's episode of Lifestyle Chats with Val and Friends. We are going to be talking about wellness, CBD, how that can actually impact your health and overall well-being, and small business. I'm going to be joined by Brittany Slagle Morrison, who I believe is quarantining in North Carolina and is a small business owner with Green Compass Global, I believe the name of the company is, and she's going to tell us all about her CBD company and how she got started. And I really think that this is a time now that we can explore new different techniques and things to incorporate into our daily routine so that we can feel good about ourselves and see what works for us. Oh, well, thank you, Zolo Ryder. I see that B. Morrison is requesting to be live in the video, so I'm going to bring her on screen now. And she's a cousin of my dear friend Brooklyn Bagwell. Shout out. So I'm going to go. Okay, cool. And hi, Brooklyn.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you so much for having me. I love.
Well, of course, any family member of my girl Brooklyn Bagwell is a friend of mine and has to be a guest.
Yay! Awesome. How's quarantine going for you?
So I'm in New York City. It's going pretty well, considering. I'm really trying to use this time to just better myself, mind, body, and soul. It could go, I feel like, in two different directions, which is something that I kind of talk about when I'm broadcasting and whatnot. It could go this way or it could go this way. It's hard to find that medium, but, that's what we're all, I think, striving to achieve for. So when you reached out to me, so Brittany, you are an owner of Green Compass Global?
Yes.
Okay, and that's a CBD company.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. It's out of Wilmington, North Carolina. The company got started with Meredith Cook. She is one of the founders. Now, she had suffered from postpartum anxiety after having her first child.
As many women do.
Absolutely. That and depression and just huge life changes in general.
Totally.
So she, her brother actually introduced her to CBD, and she was taking it, and then she saw the effects and how it was helping her, that she wanted to give it to her children. So she did her research and searched for what it was, that was out there on the market, reputable sources, trustworthy, transparent, where the hemp actually is sourced from, where it comes from, and all of that. And she could not find anything that she felt was good enough to give her children and her family. So she and her husband, they had friends that are in, and her husband came from the farming industry as well. He led I think it's like the biggest company in the United States, possibly the world, for sweet potatoes.
Wow.
So then they transitioned to this, but they have friends that are still farmers, and they are 6th generation farmers. So they reached out to them. They had already started growing hemp when Meredith had reached out to them. They were part of the hemp pilot program in the state of North Carolina. So they've been growing it for a while now, a few years. So they partnered up and created a proprietary strain for our Green Compass company. And kind of like the rest is history, but it's really just beginning because the industry is growing at like an exponential rate.
Definitely. So it's really interesting to me, too, because I feel like, as a lifestyle expert, I try all these different products, and I'm curious as to what you think is the best formula to actually ingest or take in CBD.
Yes, perfect. So personally, I think the best bioavailability, so the best absorption rate in your body is sublingually. So right under your tongue. We have tinctures, and this is what I use on a daily basis.
Ooh, she's good to demo. I love a good demo.
It's really just like a dropper, so you can take different, dosage of it, whatever. But you want to see how, kind of more clear that is.
Sure.
So you really just drop it right under your tongue. Let it sit there for about a minute or two, and then you can swallow. And that it really gets absorbed right through that sublingual gland, as opposed to eating like an edible or something, or even smoking CBD. The edibles have to go through your whole digestive system and tract. So really, by the end of it, when it gets into your bloodstream, there's not as much. So the best rate of absorption is sublingually.
And what are some of the benefits that you feel after you started to take that?
Yes. So the reason why I started taking it was because about 2.5 years ago at this point, I was in a really bad car wreck and I was rear-ended.
Oh, no.
I was at a stop. I was rear-ended. The person
Hey,
was
Google, stop.
going probably 40 miles an hour. So I had severe whiplash, a minor concussion. I went through months of physical therapy.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
In the morning and at night. Within 5 days, my sciatic nerve pain was gone.
Okay, you're going to have to send that to me because I've got plantar fasciitis from running, and if it worked for sciatic nerve pain, I'm like, I'm going to the mailbox right now. You better get that in the mail.
Yeah, seriously, I will. I'll send you some because
Does it work for everything?
It's been life-changing. Well, see, that's the thing. It's like, you think, okay, you're like, okay, how can this one plant work for so many different, I don't want to say, I'm not making any medical claims. I am simply sharing my story.
Sure, your story, exactly. Your testimony.
But it has helped with so many things for so many people. And yes, it makes you think, well, how can one thing work for so many different, discomforts, illnesses, that kind of thing. And so, it's just like, think of it as like Tylenol or ibuprofen. When you take that, it knows where to go. It knows what to do. You're not telling it what to help.
And listen, I think that, obviously there's definitely, some science I would imagine behind the benefits of CBD, but at the same time, it's like, what works for you? What makes you feel good? And if it individually makes you feel better, then by all means, go for it.
Absolutely. So that's the main reason why I started taking it. But what what it has also helped with that I didn't know that I needed help with, was, it has definitely helped me sleep throughout the night.
Which is what people need now so badly. Hi, Tommy. Hi, Antonio. Okay. Well, I think all of us right now during quarantine have racing thoughts before we put our head to our pillows. So how has it helped you with sleep?
Yeah, so I've never personally had a problem with like falling to sleep, but staying asleep was a huge issue for me. I have a 4-year-old daughter who wakes up occasionally throughout the night. So
is she going to make a cameo today?
Right. I think she had a little neck injury yesterday, so small, but she's been laying in bed. She's having us carry her to the bathroom. So she's playing it up a little bit.
And then we have to also, of course, field Brooklyn Bagwell's comment afterwards, which I'll go back to. Does it make you feel high like weed? What's the difference? But we'll get back to that, Brooklyn. We're talking about sleep.
Yes. So it has helped me stay asleep throughout the night. So I feel well rested in the mornings. I am able to be more productive, focused, like alert, just like on my game. And
love it.
I feel like for so long I was just going through the motions of everyday life. Like, this is what I need to do, blah, 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 and just getting through it, but not enjoying life.
Got it. So you were just like checking off the checklist and crossing things off, not like being in it, being in that moment, being in that experience.
Correct. And again, it's done things for me that I thought, like, I never would have thought that I needed. It's more of like how CBD works is like how it's what you don't feel anymore. I don't feel those anxious thoughts. I don't feel discomfort, that kind of thing. So it's like,
incredible.
And then, because honestly, if I miss a couple doses or whatever, I can feel that pain coming back a little bit slowly, but your body builds up
tolerance,
cumulative effects. Yes.
Okay.
So when it's not going to help right away. It's different for everyone. For me, it only took 5 days. Some people it takes 2 weeks. Some people it takes 2 months.
Sure.
So it's really just playing around with it, especially because, again, it's a completely unregulated market. So there's no doctors out there that can prescribe exact dosaging for people. So it's basically like kind of a trial and error. We say to start low and slow and just kind of find your sweet spot and what works best for you. And when you find that, keep it at that and you're all good.
So very cool. Okay, so how many different products do you have that you actually sell? Because obviously it's in everything now, skincare, beauty, but you showed us under the tongue.
Yes. So the bread and butter of our company are our tinctures, which is the little bottle. Some in different milligrams, so different strengths, different milligrams of CBD per the whole bottle, not just each dose. So for the whole bottle, this one has 1,000 milligrams. So we have tinctures. We also have topicals. So creams, lotions, bath bombs. And
that's nice.
Skincare line as well, which is fantastic. I always think of Brooklyn because when growing up, like her mom would buy her like the best like skincare products and
Tabitha Blackwell, shout out.
Yes, and so this may be like sound gross, but I never have stuck to like a skincare routine. Like I've never been one to like follow it.
You've tried like all different types of products. There's so many.
Yes. Yeah, and so I did start using this one, and it's phenomenal. Like I love the way it's just making me feel my skin. Is
it like a day cream or an evening cream?
So it is an advanced peptide cream. So you can use it day or night.
I'll tell you, peptides are magic words in the skincare business for sure.
Yes. So there's a foam, like a calming milk cleanser, and then we have a B&B like peel pad, like for exfoliating, and then you finish it with the peptide cream.
Fantastic. We're getting some really good questions that I actually want to make sure that I ask you. So,
sure.
Deb Kelly asked if Green Compass has a medical advisory board.
Yes, we do. And all of our customers and advocates also have a way to get in touch with them too. So if they have any personal questions about using the products, there is an email that we provide, and you can reach out to them, and they will respond to you. And they are medical doctors that are on our team.
Fantastic. I love it. Now, if people wanted to buy from you specifically, would they go just to the website, Green Compass, or is there like a direct link for you out of curiosity?
Yeah, so I have my own website. It is brittanyslagle.greencompassglobal.com.
Got it.
And you can, we have, I believe, over 30 different products, which have all been great. We have just recently come out with a hand sanitizer because there's obviously a huge need
for it right now. Very smart, for sure.
And it smells amazing. It has eucalyptus essential oil, tea tree, blood orange. So it smells so good, and it leaves my hands so
I love that. What a cool combination.
Yeah. Oh, yes, absolutely. I'll send you one of those, too.
Yeah, I'm like all about it. Okay. So that's really amazing. I love that here's the thing. Right now, we're in a time, I feel like, where we can explore our passions and really make them come to fruition. And that's something that you did pre-quarantine because of the way that you felt. You know, you were having this experience in your body and you turned to something that helped you, and then you turned it into a business endeavor. What do you have to say to people now that really are just kind of like wondering if they can embark on a new job or a new career path?
Absolutely. I mean, I would first say that now is the time to jump in. We are still a ground level company. So to get back to it, Green Compass, their original plan was to sell directly to physicians and doctors' offices. But once they started using it and either friends started using it, it did turn into a direct sales method. So, and that's just what they found has worked best for them.
Sure.
So you can join as an advocate. You can build your team. You can just sell if you want, or you can just join for the discounted products, which are phenomenal.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, getting started with the company is very inexpensive. It's really not a big investment whatsoever, and a lot of people make that money back within the next 2 days of joining.
I love that because sometimes people are scared, me included, of these types of, well, I don't want to use the
marketing
pyramid or whatever else. You know what I mean? I don't want a negative tone, but you're proof in the pudding that this business format has worked for you.
Absolutely. I would have never, not knocking any other companies, I would have never joined a network marketing company. I couldn't sit there and sell you something that I didn't, one, personally use, or two, believe in, or something that just wasn't relative to me, I guess.
I have to give a shout out right now because my fabulous cosmetic dermatologist, Dr. Marnie Nussbaum, is on the chat, and she's incredible. So thank you. And Sharik Huda, we appreciate that you think we're beautiful and kind. Right back at you. Okay, now I have another question for you. So testimonials that people that have bought the products from you have shared.
Yes. So the first one that comes to my mind is an older gentleman that I am friends with. He has been in the like, I don't say construction, but he does like tile, marbling, so that kind of stuff. So he's
Home improvement.
Home improvement, yes, perfect. So he's always like on his knees, bending over, that kind of thing. So he has had a lot of back pain for a majority of his life. And so within, I want to say his testimony, he within 2 weeks had felt positive results from using the oil tinctures. And he was my first customer and still is, and like just such a good friend. And he will share with everyone the good that Green Compass is doing, because we truly do care about people. One of my passions has always been helping others. And
you can tell you have a genuine heart just by speaking.
Oh, thank you. And I mean, that's why I aligned again with this company. I mean, they truly care for others. They want to see people live better and healthier lives. And this is just one way to get there.
Absolutely. More shout outs. Hello, I'm a boss. Hello, mother of three. See, this is the thing about this platform. I love it because you're talking to me and you're giving me such good information. And then like someone will say something and I want to like hear what you're saying, but also say hello to them because we appreciate our listeners here, guys.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, that's what it's all about. So, oh my gosh, I'm really looking forward to trying like a topical cream at some point because Greenlee says you're the sweetest person.
That's so nice.
I really love that testimonial too, because I guess this is really great products for people that have a physical lifestyle.
Yes, absolutely. Or not. I mean, anyone can benefit from CBD because everybody, everything, living thing with a spine, even animals, pets included, have an endocannabinoid system. So what that is basically the goal of your ECS is to help your body create and maintain that homeostasis. So we have like CB1 and CB2 receptors that help regulate your important bodily functions such as, appetite, digestion, pain, mood, immune function, sleep, that kind of thing. So really anyone can benefit from this. Even again, like I was saying, I didn't know that I needed help with these things.
Right, and then you figured out how much better you were feeling from it.
Exactly.
I have a question. I think a lot of us have been visiting the refrigerator because it's one place we're allowed to go during quarantine.
Yes.
Are there any types of CBD formulas that help suppress appetite or anything like that? Because you mentioned digestion.
Yes. So it will, I'll tell you my experience with it.
Yeah.
So with me taking it, I have definitely, I won't say in the last month that we've been quarantined because I haven't eaten my fair share of foods, but prior to that, no, I have, I don't want to say it suppresses your appetite, but it is basically the opposite effect of THC. Like a lot of THC will give you the munchies and you'll want to snack and stuff, and I have not found that to be true with CBD. I've actually been eating less and but still like filling up, but just not snacking throughout the day. I'm a huge snacker. Like I don't really sit down and eat a whole meal. Not this day and age, sister, right? I know. So
hi, my lot. We've got a lot of doctors in this chat, Britt.
This is awesome. I love it.
I know, me too. Okay, Candy McHale says that the topical cream has been really good for her arthritis.
Yes. The topical cream is another, we have two. We have a Soothe cream, which is an isolate, and so there's an isolate, and then there's a full spectrum. So the isolate is only like strictly CBD, isolated from the hemp plant for products. Now the full spectrum has an array, a variety of cannabinoids from the hemp plant. So you get just more beneficial compounds in the full spectrum. So you'll have CBD, trace amounts of THC, which is legal up to a certain percentage, 0.3% per the federal government for the Farm Bill. So you can have CBD, THC, CBG, CBN, and we're all still getting familiar with all of these different cannabinoids that are in the hemp plant because there's over 100. So it's crazy, but super beneficial. So it's all still fairly new, especially with like research being out there, because it was, restricted for so long. And so we're slowly coming out of this like prohibition era for cannabis, really.
It's true.
Yes. So it's only going to like skyrocket from here. So now is certainly the time to like jump in, get in with a company at ground level, and just experience the culture of this community, not just Green Compass, but the CBD community and industry in general, and cannabis as well. But
so Brooklyn Bagwell had a question that I just wanted to revisit.
Yes.
She wanted to know if any of these products sort of give you a sort of buzz or a high of any kind, like marijuana would.
Right. It does not. No. So,
thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah, it does not. Well, because a lot, like I said to begin with, a lot of people still think that CBD is just weed. It's all the same. It's all marijuana. It all gets you high. It's all illegal. And like, again, that's not the case. Like, so CBD is more prominent in hemp. So the hemp-derived CBD, again, is federally legal, but hemp has high levels of CBD and low levels of THC, whereas marijuana has high levels of THC and low levels of CBD, which will get you high. So the cannabinoid THC is the one that gets you high. Now, our products do not have enough THC in them at all to get anyone high. But if anybody is concerned with passing a drug test for work, because clearly state, local laws are different than the federal laws,
right?
We do suggest to go with the isolate instead of the full spectrum, because that's not worth losing your job over, in my opinion.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so exciting. It sounds like there are so many different great products. So again, I want you to just tell everybody your website where people can visit to get you get like a plethora of knowledge on this topic. So I'm like so excited that I was able to talk to you. So give us your website again.
Yes, so Brittany, Brittany, Slagle, Slagle, at greencompassglobal.com.
And I mean, truly, you're so educated on the products.
Thank you. It has truly become a passion of mine for a while now. I started with the company about 9 months ago now, but there are so many genuine and even more knowledgeable people than I am in this company, which I aspire and look up to. So I certainly, it has come from the whole family of Green Compass has helped me learn. So it's not just me. There's a lot of people behind me and a lot of support there.
Oh, you're so sweet. Well, keep doing all the good that you are. Stay safe, and I can't wait to meet you in person.
Yes.
When you come visit New York City and this pandemic, we say goodbye to it. You guys, make sure you follow Brittany on Instagram if you're not already following her. It's BSMorrison19.
Yes, that's correct.
Perfect. Check out her website, and thank you for watching Lifestyle Chats with Val and Friends. You've been validated. Bye.